Family, it's your girl, Mrs. Siler, and today I have exciting information to share with you, and also hope you're all doing well. I miss y'all. Stay tuned. I have a few clips too of what we did over the weekend and the week. We went to visit the Please Touch Museum. Our daughter had a blast. And just a few things we did. You know, us, we always doing something. God bless you, and we'll talk soon. What's up, my YouTube family? It's your girl, Mrs. Siler. I'm excited today. I want to share some good information, and I'm hoping that somebody out there will get this message and have the one, how you say that, because you have to have willing, you have to be willing, you have to want to do it. Um, Participate. I'm participating in a surrender fast. It's for 40 days. I've been doing it now for 3 years. So this is going to be a third year. And, you pray about it. You make room for God to speak into your life. Many of us are going through things or dealing with some health problems, diseases, illnesses, and need healing of the mind, body, and soul, whatever it is, or you're looking for an answer, a decision that you need to make, or something about your children, your marriage. You want to just pray over your family and your marriage, or your finances, whatever it is. Like fasting is the way to go. When you fast, you hear God because you're silencing everything else around, depending on what you're fasting from, because fasting is not only fasting from food. You can fast from anything. It can be from a thing. Cause like I heard this in one of the surrender fasts podcasts, but one of the ladies was speaking about that, like if you know about soul ties. And it's not only soul ties in relationships, there's also things that could be soul ties. For example, food or addiction or um anger, jealousy, envy, your attitude. So changing your attitude, changing how you speak, how you respond to certain things, and just being quiet and patient and while you're in the fast, so you can hear from God, because He speaks loud and clear if you're willing to listen, if you're willing to surrender it all and give Him the time and the space to really come in and do what He do, which is amazing. I have to admit that after doing participating in the surrender fast, being this is our third year doing it, every time we participate in the fast, God comes in and does His miraculous healing on us. When I tell you whatever it is that we're fasting for, praying for, wanting God to help us with and clear our minds, cleanse us, has happened during the fast. Like amazing transformations, healing, bondage is broken. There's so much stuff that was dealing with at that moment when I did the fast, and by the end of the fast, I got my answer. God answered, because God is faithful. You have to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to fight. You have to fight for for your stuff. You have to fight for your faith and for to keep a clear mind, to be surrendered, and to be willing for God to come in and change you. That is amazing, and I'm telling you. And the only way it will work is if you're willing to surrender. Yes, it's hard. Nobody said it was easy, but it's worth it. When I tell you that God will come in, if you give Him the time, if you give Him your open heart, He and the honesty, because that's what it is right there, is being honest with yourself. Because God already knows everything. That's what we fail. We hiding from this world, from people and things, but God is watching. He knows everything. He knows every move we're gonna make, every decision we're gonna make. So He knows everything. So the only one that we're really truly fooling is ourselves. So we have to be honest with ourselves. I believe, not I think, I believe that the first step to healing in any area is admitting your faults, like admitting, being honest of how you're feeling and what's going on with you, and trusting God, believing that God will heal, that God will come in and all his promises are true. The one that's a liar is the devil to keep you in that bondage. Continue to, it's like we let him in, we make the choices, and then we become the habit. So, as you continue to do something, it's the same thing with eating. Like if you're trying to be on a diet, once you change your diet, your body changes, you feel different. It's changing. It's changing, being willing to take to be up for the challenge, to be up for a fight, to make yourself whole again, to make yourself um live in peace and have joy that only comes from God's grace and is amazing. So this surrender fast is for 40 days and it's worldwide international. That's what I love about it. You can be right in your home and receive these awesome prayer messages, and these women and men around the world just joining in together for these 40 days, coming together and doing this fast and praying for one another and helping one another and supporting one another. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm telling you when I tell you, because I've done it already. That's why every time it comes around, I'm on point. I'm Dr. Celeste. I'm in there. And I'm all the way in Philadelphia. Her main thing, they're based off of Maryland. So, my plan is one day to actually join them for one other in person and meet them in person, because Dr. Celeste and her whole camp, they're amazing. They have been a blessing to our family, to me personally. Like, I met her, well, I came across her podcast in the right time in our lives, where I was looking for guidance and I was looking for someone or somebody, some people like that are walking this walk, that are surrendered for life, and that are out here fighting this fight for God, for God's kingdom. And it was amazing. God supplies if you ask him to help you. He will provide the right people in your life if you're willing to let him do that. He's amazing like that. And I'm so grateful to God because, I have I had an accident years ago, and my health and my whole body is never going to be the same. But with God's grace, people will look at me and not even know. You know why? Because of God's grace. And I know what it is to be saved by grace. I know what it is to be given another chance to live life through him. Like, I'm not supposed to be here right now doing these beautiful videos with my beautiful family and speaking about this wonderful God that we have, that we serve. It's amazing. He gave me another chance, and I took that opportunity. I saw it as a blessing, a blessing to live life surrendered to him, to his wills, to his ways, willing to let him come in and clean me up, clean my family up, clean our life up. And it's a process, it's an everyday thing. It's not like, oh my God, that's it. But once you make that decision to follow Christ, to surrender all, and I'm not talking about religion, because that's where people get it all mixed up. This is not about religion. I'm not fond about religion either. Like, I get it. Trust me, I understand. It's not about religion. It's about relationship with Jesus, understanding what he did for us on the cross, what he continues to do for us every day of our lives. Like, for all of us that are still here on this world, we're still here, we're still alive. It doesn't matter if you're going through stuff or dealing with certain things or sick or whatever it is. There's a God that's a healer. There's a God on the throne fighting for you. But we have to do the work also. We have to be willing. We have to open our arms, our hearts, be honest, and just let him come in and surrender. And I think, from my experience, this fast is amazing to do that. It's 40 days, so it keeps you in the mood for not just a week or 2 or 3 days that people do fasts, or a couple hours. No, this is 40 days, and you could choose what you want to surrender to. That's the beautiful thing about God. God gives us choices, so he lets us choose. But that's where we end up. most of us, we're living in fear, so we take the easy way out, and there is no easy way out. That's not easy. That's gonna throw you back 20, 30, 40 years back, when if you would have went this way, you would have went through, God would have carried you through, and it would have been done, and at the end of the road there's a lesson. But then you take the easy way thinking that it's the easy way, because it's in our mind that we think it's the easy way. Why do we think it's easy? Because it's a custom. We're comfortable. It's something that we're already in routine of doing. We already know how we act, what's our limit, what's gonna, so we kind of control the situation as we go with what we know, with what we've been through, with what our experiences are. So that's why it's called the easy way out, because you feel like, okay, I know what's going to happen if I go this way, but if I go that way, that looks too hard. That looks like it's going to be too much going on and other things are going to pop off. No, that's the thing. That's when he comes in, and he comes in our weakness, and he makes us full. He makes us strong again. That is amazing, but we have to do the work. So I am here to challenge all of y'all to join me on this awesome global surrender fast. I have the information here. I don't know if you guys can see it good, but you see it starts on September 17th. It goes from September 17th to October 26th, I believe. And you see it says back to the basic, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. Now, I don't know. I think because I'm putting it up to the screen, it might look backwards to you guys, but this is like basically the introduction of it. I'm gonna link it in the bottom on the link, put all the information in, put Dr. Celeste's website where you can go in and get more information and just read through it, and educate yourselves on what the fast is and what happens during the fast. There's awesome testimonies there. There's a prayer call every morning, so you have accountability as well, which I think is awesome, especially for me. Like, I like to get that word in and prayer in with my Surrender Fast family. Every day she comes on, there's a call at 7 o'clock in the morning from Monday to Thursday, and then on Fridays they do it. They call it a wrap up for the week. They do it at 12 noon, and they come in and they do like a quick podcast on Periscope. If you don't have Periscope, look it up, download the app, and search for Dr. Celeste Owens. And I will link all the information at the bottom, but this is amazing. And I'm telling you, this is the message that she writes in the cards. It says, get ready to experience miracles, signs, and wonders as you join in prayer and fasting with believers from around the globe. It's amazing. I'm telling you, like, and God has been so good. God has been so good with this. That's when you know that God is faithful, and this is something that it's from God. Because when Dr. Celeste, from when she started doing this, and I believe it was 2010. Like I said, you could go on her website, and you can see her story, and she has a great testimony. And as the years have gone by, God has opened doors everywhere. I'm telling you, my girl be in Australia, Costa Rica, Kenya, South Africa, and that's just the beginning. There's more places that are going to be added, because this is a global, this is worldwide, and people are seeing their lives being changed, the miracles, the signs, the wonders, the healing. I'm telling you, because I know I'm one of them. I'm an example. I'm a testimony. And she wrote this awesome book, and it's called the Surrender Fast. You see, 40-day Surrender Fast. This, the one I got, is an expanded edition, because she's added something since the first time she wrote it. There's another book, which is the original. If this is your first time joining in, if you do decide to do the fast, please, yeah, that'd be great. If we all do it together, we could even hook up on YouTube and make videos and talk about it together and do like little testimonies. That'd be awesome. But and please, if you do join in, leave me a message and let me know, because I would love to join in with you, and really be like an accountability partner to each other, and we can go through this step by step together. We can pray together, and it'll be amazing. But this book is amazing, and it basically is a day by day guide, that she explains and she gives everything. So this book I will recommend to get as well. And pray about it. Ask God to guide you if this is for you, and ask God what you should surrender, because that's where it comes in there. What should you surrender? It doesn't have to be only food. It could be like, look, for 40 days, I am going to surrender to not speaking foul out of my mouth, not cursing or not trying to keep a positive attitude, no anger, no judging, no gossip. It could be anything. Like when I first started that first year, one of my struggles was alcohol. And I gave up alcohol for those 40 days. At the beginning, now it's like, nah. But at that time, I was the one that was going for a drink for everything all the time. So, I thank God for that time. Then the second time I did it, I believe I surrendered sugar for the 40 days. And I saw my body change tremendously. And I've learned a lot of how to nourish my body, how to heal my body, because it's really what you put inside your body. That's what, like, they give us all this medication and all this thing for the pain and all this other stuff. No, this God made natural things, our plants, stuff that it's available for us, that is how you call it, it's fresh, it's not has been tangled with and added with preservatives and other fats and all this sugar. And uh we have to read our it's so true, we have to read the back of the ingredients of when we buy stuff to see what is made with, what's put in. It's a mess, and I'm telling you, my body, I was bigger than this, and I was always sick and in pain. I suffer from arthritis because of my accident. There's a lot of stuff, but God has been so good to me. I surrendered. I decided to take a different route. And I've noticed how I've lost a lot of weight, how my joints don't hurt. Like there was days, like especially like days like this that it's raining, that I couldn't even get up the bed. I'm up like all perky and ready, start my day, and God is so good to me. God has been so good to me and my family. I've seen him heal myself. I've seen him heal my daughter. I've seen him heal my husband and my son. And I'm telling you, when I tell you, I know God lives here. I know God is in our family. And I know that his promises are real because I've seen it. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I told y'all before, the only time what I talk on these videos is truth. I only speak what I've experienced. I'm not gonna share something that I haven't experienced because then that's what defeats the purpose. That's fake. Like I want to share to let you know that yes, it did work. I tried it and it worked. Now everybody's different. Everybody has a different routine and a different process how you process stuff, whether it be food, whether it be mentally, whatever it is. You just have to find out what is good for you. And the way you find out is by surrendering, speaking to God, letting Him guide you, taking the time for yourself, truly for yourself, and to find God and to speak to God and let Him speak back and direct you and guide you. It's amazing. But I'll put all the links down at the bottom, guys, for the information for the fast. I really, 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 really pray that you join me. That even if you join just to like fast for the prayer and all that, and while you're in it, God will reveal, because sometimes you don't know what to fast for, or you want to do it but you're like or you just want to kind of like sit in the silence and watch and listen. That's okay too, because everyone is different and everybody has different experiences. So you have to do it for yourself. You have to be in for yourself, for you and your family, and understand that this is a fight. This is a spiritual battle, and the only way to survive is through God, through following God, through having a relationship with Him, with Jesus. I mean, there's no other way to live. That's why I live, surrender for life. And I don't care what I struggle with or what comes in between to try to distract me or unfocus me, or the choices I make at a point when something goes, no, it doesn't matter. God runs this, and I'm going to be surrendered for life because I know that whatever it is that I am still struggling with and that I still have triggers to, I leave it to God. And what does God do? He comes in and He cleans us up. I love Him. He's amazing. I'm over here having some coffee, black coffee. Mm. So good. But I wanted to share from Genesis 139. And the thing I like about this fast this year, like Dr. Celeste and her team, they came up with a challenge. Guess what it is? drum roll, a vegan challenge. And if you know about vegan, you don't eat no dairy, no meat. It's just plant fruits. What is that? Right? Plants. I'm talking about vegetables, fruits, and nuts and seeds. Taking it back to the basics. So that's why this is called back to the basics. Because for real, in the Bible, when God made the world, like He provided all this for us. Then all this other stuff is people mixing stuff and doing their own thing. You know how that goes. The world, the life. But God provided us with the ingredients. He provided us um with the ingredient, the recipes and the stuff that we need to eat to keep ourselves clean and to keep ourselves clear minded and all that. But you can find it in Genesis 1 verse 29, I believe. Yes. So it says, then God said, I give you every seed bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds of the air, and all the creatures that move on the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food. And it was so. So that's what it is. Green, look, every seed bearing plant, and then every green plant. God is good. God is good. So vegan is that basically. So I'm up for the challenge. I'm down with it. You don't have to do the vegan challenge if that's not your thing, or if you don't feel like there's other stuff that you could surrender. You can start small. Whatever God guides you. Really, really, you gotta ask God and just join in. Come check us out. Get on our prayer line every morning. And there's always a playback number. If you can't make the 7 o'clock call, it's okay. You can call back. That the call is available 24 hours. So at night you can call in and listen to the call, and you can hear the prayers and what we spoke about. And on Fridays, she'll go live at 12 noon on the Periscope. That's also on replay. So if you don't get to watch it and you don't get to join in at the moment, there's the replay. Then you have me and her and everybody that's in this fast. It's a family. It's amazing. It's beautiful, and it's a accountability and a support group. And you could email Dr. Celeste Owen's office and group, and they have a prayer one, a specific prayer email. You'll find all the information on her website, and take it as a detox. We have to detox. Look, you're supposed to detox at least once a year, your body. So why not do a fast while you're detoxing? So you kill two things in one. You're already going to detox, so why don't you put prayer in it and surrender to God and come join His family and see how that goes? And then again, it's choices. You have the choice. But to take it from me, that will be the best decision that you will make, is to follow Jesus, to surrender all and let Him guide you and direct you. Let Him clean you up. Let Him fill you up. Because I'm telling you, like the pastor this weekend, yesterday, his grace is sufficient. His grace is sufficient. When I tell you, you look at me on these videos, you would never even think, man, that I almost died a couple years ago. And I wasn't supposed to walk. And believe me, man, God had other plans for my rock. And I'm so grateful. You go through things and you think that that's it. Life is over, but it's not. God is right there on the throne fighting for us. All we have to do is open our hearts and be willing. We have to obey. We have to have obedience for His words and respect and love Him and understand that in order to receive, you have to do the work as well. It's not just gimme, gimme, gimme. And it's not about us. That's the thing that we go wrong too. We always think it's about us and what we feel and what we want. No, it's about God. So when you're walking this walk, there's no time for nothing else. There's no idol for nothing else, nobody else. It's about God and only God. But if you surrender and you let Him guide you, and you get in His word and you educate yourself and you learn, it's not that bad. It's not what you think. Stop listening to other people and how other people do it. Learn for yourself. Put your life and yourself, surrender you to God and let Him guide you. Because everybody else has a story, because everybody else has their own story, and everybody is different, and not everybody experiences the things at the way others do. Nobody is the same. But that's what I love about it. That's how God made us. He made us all different. He made us all unique. But we all are His love, His children. And He loves us all the same. That's why that thing is about this. Every sin is the same to Him. It's true. It doesn't matter what you've done. Just ask for forgiveness, forgive others, and let's get back to what? Serving our Lord, serving our Lord so that we can live a healthy and joyful and peaceful life. It's amazing. And I'm happy and I'm ready. I'm taking this vegan challenge. I told my husband, he was like, whoa. But he wasn't surprised. The thing I love about my husband is that my husband be down for whatever with me. Like we're gonna ride together, and that's good. That's important because we support each other, and whatever we do, we support each other, and that is such a big thing. Like for me personally, that's such a big thing. Like to have the support of my husband and of my family, in the same way for him, so we work together. We're in this together. We're one. God made us one. And, we all about Jesus. So anything about God, we be down for it because we already know what it is. The thing is that we know what it is. Like my husband had his own experience as well as I did. My son had some, and he's still young, so he's still gonna have more because it's a learning process. My daughter's still young, but my daughter is going to be a testimony for the Lord. I'm telling you, my daughter is going to be a testimony because God is good. Watch out for her testimony coming soon. Love you guys. Thanks again. Hope you're all doing well. Like I said, I'll link all the information to the bottom, and I really pray that you join me on this. This week we started the pre-fast, so getting ourselves prepared for everything, cleaning out and getting our she also has recipes on her website for the vegan, so I'm excited to check that out. And let me see if you have any questions, if you're just wondering or whatever, prayer, just leave the comments below. Don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. I love to share. I love to answer questions, and especially I love prayer. I love to pray for others and just share God's love with everybody because God is good. God has truly changed my life, and I want to share it with the world. I want everybody else to be live in peace and in joy, and it's really available for us. It's really available for us. It's like it's what we surround ourselves with, what we're doing, how we're living our lives, who we're listening to, or what we're listening to. Those are the things that could just continue to push us more deeper into the world and away from God. But where is that is with God. There's no other way to live but surrendered for life. Be blessed, my peoples. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. And for those that have been with me from day one, and from new followers, whoever, thank you and welcome, and we love you and we appreciate you. Leave your comments. Don't forget to leave our likes. Hit that notification bell, and we will see you soon again. Be blessed. We out. And this is Mrs. Siler signing off for the Silers. We're at the Please Touch Museum. Check out this place. I'm coming, babe. Let's go.
Slow down.
I'm about to go into the jungle. go, mama.
See the cow, mama? The cow's like, Oh, that's cool, mama. I think we're in his house. Let's come in here for Rapunzel. Is this Rapunzel? Yep. You know you got Rapunzel at home. Oh, the giant. Oh, huh. This is so cool. Right? They do such a good job. Oh, mama, be careful. Let's go sailing, mama. Yay, we take mommy for a ride. Hey, mama, you hear the cow, mama? The cow is still calling you over there. My baby's like, Oh, mama, let's put some apples on the tree. Mm-hmm. How many there are? 1, 2. 3. Whoa, what did Daddy do over here? 4 apples. Whoa, how many are there, Maya? Wanna count with Mommy? That's a lot, right? Maya went back to the cow. Cow was calling her. Come on, get on. Get on. So Daddy to help you. That's a beehive, I think. Right, babe? What is that? A cookie, Mama? Hi. About over here. We went over here. Get the teapot so you give Peter Rabbit some tea. Come on, bring it. Maya. Teapot. Thank you. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Ha ha ha. Now you see the hearts? This is another floor. Look at the train. I thought we were having classes. You see that bit? I'll have to look that up to see what that's about, Maya. Yeah. We're about to board the train. To the train. See Thomas the train, Mama? Ooh, that's some Pop-Tarts. Get some bread, Mama. Cheese. Is that cheese right there? They got any avocados? Get some aguacate for Mommy. That's pineapple. That's good too. Yeah? Mama. Get some aguacate for Mommy. Aguacate. 2. I want 2. Oh. Ooh, Mama, you're gonna squash it. Huh? Yeah. I guess I'm only getting 1, babe. Next time I should go food shopping with her, baby. How much do I owe you? How much? $20?
You almost got daddy. What's that over there, babe? Cool, right, Mama? Ready, Mama? It's kind of cool. What that one do, babe? Alright, let's see what this rocket does. Oh, you want to shoot it one more time?
Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Whoa. Go build something now, Mama. Let's go. Yeah, go play like this. Ready? And the bell ring. Maya, look at Mommy. Hi, Mama. Ooh, this is fun. Look. Wave at Mommy. Say hi. She's there. I love you, Brian. Letting go. You saw yourself in the mirror, Mama? Whoa. Whoa. My princess got the carousel all to herself. VIP. Whoa. Whoa. Get in, my baby. Whoa. The like smile right